got back from running some errands and I kind of am feeling like I'm done thrifting for this season. We're going on a road trip. I'm going to get to go to some actual Halloween stores and do Halloween stuff this weekend. But something was like, hey, go in this store. So I went in this store and I got, I don't know, it's like the best thing I found thrifting in a long time. I'm going to get to it, but this is super sick. But first, I'm going to update a couple things in here. So I did build the little shelf that I said I was going to build. I'm going to put edge banding and paint it black, but for now, it's too tall. Like way too tall. So I'm going to fix that. But I wanted to see what I could just make with stuff I just had sitting in my extra pile or scrap pile, whatever you want to call it. Fits the hand, the thing, nice and that nice. So I'll just bring it down a little bit, but I'm gonna get into this thrift haul because this is, I don't know, to me this is crazy. So I'm gonna start with like the basic stuff. I got some masks. I'm not a mask collector, but I have this idea that eventually when my kids are older, we'll do our yard like maybe a bit of a haunt or something. So like have the kids as like scare actors. My oldest wants to do it, and then his friends. Obviously this panda mask is not going to be part of that, but my kids all like pandas right now, the little ones, so I think they'll get a kick out of that. I got them in my Halloween bag because I'm that guy who buys these every year. Okay, I'll start with like the newer ones. I think this is just like from a zombie costume that was at Walmart a couple years ago, but it actually is pretty gnarly. It's like a swamp zombie. We want to do a swamp scene near where the graveyard is this year. But I don't know, I really like that. It's like actually kind of reminds me of the Father's Day on the first Creepshow movie. Father's Day material. I was telling my kids a story about when I was 22. My brother, who was 20 at the time, him and I decided we should go trick-or-treating, and I just wore a Michael Myers costume, Michael Myers mask. I had a beard, but the mask covered it. I was telling my kids the story about it, and I was like, they're like, how do people think you're a teenager? And I was like, well, I was much skinnier back then. And my youngest was like, wait, you were skinny? That was a pretty good one. But my brother was like dressed as like a skeleton, but he bought like a kid's costume with like foam bones on it and cut the bones off. And then we watched, when AMC used to marathon the Halloween movies, we watched Halloween, I want to say 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 one day and just hung out, and he sewed the bones onto like a black crew neck sweater and some black Wranglers, and then he had like a skeleton mask and like a top hat, and I was telling the kids and they thought that was really cool. And he also had long black hair, so I thought this was kind of funny. And because my kids plan their Halloween costumes like 3 years in advance, and 2 of them want to be, now after that story, want to be like a top hat skeleton dude. Actually, it gives me like Poltergeist 2 kind of thing, but also I don't think it's old because it just doesn't feel old. But I think it's sick. And then this one maybe is old. I don't know anything about masks like I just said, but this thing is so creepy. It's got the like neck gaiter, I don't know what you call that. The hair looks like the old Michael Myers masks, how it would get all matted. So I'm going to see if I can figure out how to make that look a little nicer. But the weird thing is it has a zipper on the back. I don't know if actually that's a weird thing, but to me, I've never seen that. And it doesn't feel like the other masks, but it's so creepy looking. It's got like the tiniest little mouth. I'll do some close-ups. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see like a maker's mark inside, but maybe I'll look it up. It says this is written on with a wax pencil, but it says CJS. I don't know if that means anything. And then this is what I saw when I walked in the store. And I've gone to the thrift store like 4 times since Halloween, because every year I've found vintage treat bags, vintage like stationery, just like ephemera that I collect for Halloween. And so they've had lots of that every year. Like I think last year I got, this is just here, I got this there. It's like a card game or something called Ookie Spooky. That might make it up here actually. It just looks really cool. So I go in there for that, but they haven't been putting out their Halloween stuff. They've had like 2 things, and it's McDonald's buckets from last year, or like just crap. So when I didn't really expect much when I walked in today. But when I did walk in, I was completely blown away, just thinking that this was just the box. I could see, which way was it? I think it was facing like this way, and I could see the Ben Cooper logo, and I was like, holy crap. So I rushed over to it. It was like nobody there. I don't know why I rushed, but, and I found this on the table. It says 1979. I'm not sure if that's actually the year it came out, but Ben Cooper Sesame Street Oscar the Grouch costume. The lady who donated it told the store that she opened it, but no one actually ever wore it. And then it's got tape on it. I don't know if that's original. I've never had a Ben Cooper costume in the box before. I have like a Ben Cooper Spider-Man, it's not back here, Spider-Man costume, but it's not vinyl, it's like windbreaker material. This one still has the costume folded up behind it. The mask appears to be not wrecked, but the box got a little squished. It's ripped here and here, but the cellophane or whatever is intact. But yeah, I thought this was cool, and I was just thinking, I grabbed this. This is the only Ben Cooper NECA figure I haven't opened yet that I have. But it's cool to see the actual box and how they get the like, they do the homage or inspiration from it. But I was thinking NECA is doing Sesame Street figures now. So that would be really cool if they made this one. I'd have to pay whatever to get the matching costume to this mask, or the matching figure to this costume, because I think that'd be super cool. And Oscar is, I think, the best one to get. It shows what it looks like here, like the smock is actually the garbage can. I would say Oscar and, oh yeah, they do have it. Actually, these are all 6. Super Grover, Cookie Monster, and then the Count. I would love to get the Count if I came across it. And it still has the Heart Drug Mart sticker on here, which is super cool, because back in, like, even in the 90s, early 2000s, drugstores in small towns, which this is a small town, was like not only the best place to get costumes, but I think it was the only place to get costumes. We didn't have Walmart. We didn't have any big chain stores. There was no Spirit Halloween, Halloween Alley, any of that. So yeah, super cool. Fixed this shelf. I decided to stain it Jacobean or Jacobine. I'm not sure how you say that word, but it's just like a really dark brown instead of black, which I think goes with the basement better. Threw a little jack-o'-lantern up there, the thing, that picture. So I think that looks pretty good. So I guess I'll end the video here. It was a good day for the store all around.